and again, I love Vic Grimes. I always rib him, I always joke with him, but he used to do some stuff. I'm like, dude, think before you speak. And he was like, he was stupid but innocent. And I hate sounding like that because I don't want to sound like he's a moron,
No.
But he just used to say things like, "Bro, just shut up." DeVito used to get on him. I used to just crack jokes on him and all that stuff, but because I was always the comedian, I just never cared. But it's just that he just never knew. He just spit out before he just let it process it. He just like said things, and it just like really just downward spiral for him.
Would you be able to tell us like what things he would be saying that would sort of be something that would really ignite a situation like that?
Well, yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect example. Perfect example. It was one of the pay-per-view in Connecticut off the scaffold match, and originally it was supposed to be me to fall off the scaffold, and you see how high that was. So the original version was that we were supposed to get a piece of plywood put on that because it was an open space. There was no way to have a footing, and I was a little. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little. I get it. I'm scared of heights that it doesn't have stability. Yeah, I could stand on something that had a ledge or something, but if it's like rails, I'm like, oh shit. I freak out. So when they couldn't get the plywood, they were like, hey man, we can't get the plywood, and I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna fall. I can't go up there without any, protection. So right behind me, I'll do it. Oh, here comes Vic Grimes, Hey, Vic, you want to do it? God bless you, bro. Do it. So then Jack goes, okay, this is the deal. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to come in. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. At the end of the whole thing, we're all supposed to be carried out. Everybody's supposed to be carried out. The Baldies, New Jack, everybody's laid out. So we did what we were told. Not Vic Grimes. All of a sudden, if you look at the pay-per-view, he's like pounding his head, doing all this. And when, I'm looking up like, oh, Jesus Christ, are you shitting me? I'm like, all right, whatever. So Jack got hurt. So what happened? He just started opening his mouth again that it was Jack's fault, that, he didn't want to go scaffold. It was just a big old drama. And I know Jack. Jack is fearless. So I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Because once it's going to get back to him, it's just it's going to happen. Let it go. So then we're in Buffalo, New York, and I'm sitting in the locker room, and there's a big old locker between us. So I'm sitting down in front of it. Vic Grimes is right behind me on the other side of the locker. Now, Jack was out of commission for a very long time, and that was the night of his return. So he comes right behind, and I go, hey, Jack, and he just don't even acknowledge me. He just walks behind me. I'm like, all right, so I'm tying my boots, and all I hear is just like this big crack, and the locker just pushes me forward. It was a big slap, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I hear, man, Jack, what you have to hit me for? And I turn the corner, and then they're face to face. And it's Vic Grimes and New Jack, and Jack's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna, and I'm just like, time out. DeVito, I guess that interchangeable Baldy is gonna be coming real soon. So then we're in the hallway, and Jack got this guitar, and he's putting a bowling pin, he's putting a ball peen hammer, he's just putting metal in there, and he's putting tape around it. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill that motherfucker. I'm gonna hit him with this guitar. So what happened was Paul found out, and he said that he goes, Angel, this is what's gonna happen. When New Jack hits the ring, Vic Grimes is gonna take off. He's not gonna stay in the ring, he's gonna leave. So you're gonna take the guitar shot. So I go to Jack. Jack, Vic Grimes is leaving the ring once your music hits. What the fuck? Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. So he goes back to Paul, and they're just arguing. He's like, nah, fuck him. And he goes, no, Jack, he's going to leave the ring. And, they just left it at that. So Jack comes back to me, and he's just cursing. He's like, man, that motherfucker, that son of a bitch, I'm gonna whip his ass. And I said, Jack, yeah, that's all good. Yeah, man, I'm gonna choke that motherfucker. You know, he made me fuck up my. Yeah, but Jack, I have a question. Yeah, fuck that motherfucker. I'm gonna break his legs. Jack, what? Can you take out that bowling pin and that hammer and that stuff that's in tape off the guitar? Just because I'm taking the guitar. No, man, I got you, man. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. That motherfucker. And that was the gist. They would. I mean, if you saw the scaffold match next PW,
yeah, I did.
I mean, that was it. That's the outcome, the receipt for what he did to Jack in that pay-per-view, because Vic Grimes was avoiding him through the years, and that was the repercussion from that pay-per-view. That's the story that led to that.
Yeah, look, I remember